22. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Carr now on 1st down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Carr. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line. On 2nd down, Johnson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught at the 10. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
93.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. That's the score. Bills 7, Rams 0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Tua. He'll find the rookie from Clemson, T. Higgins. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
First down, Rams.
Tua now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Carr now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Right there, 54, right there.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, L.A. Jonathan Taylor. his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And it's complete. Hooper. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
To C.D. Lamb.
C.D. Lamb with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come.
Makes the score Rams.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Rams.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
On first down, it's Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sheldon Richardson.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's out to the left and complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 3-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Tua, the final shot before half. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Number 33.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The tackle made at the
Credit to tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Zach Cunningham.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now third.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Bills have retaken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run on first down. Taylor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
34 yards.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Looking to pass. Tua being chased out left. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
For the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me, what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
On first down, Carr. He's going to look deep for more. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He finds Taylor, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And it'll move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Taken down back at the
well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to look deep for more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
On the stop.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Stephon Tuitt.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards. And
so signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Complete.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
To throw is Tua. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with time running out. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
And 10.
throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Austin Hooper. Results in a 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game. Back to throw is Tua. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for L.A., it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.